What's going on, you guys? Today I have another video review for you. This one is from a channel called Living in Latin America, and the title is Cost of Living in Buenos Aires, Argentina in 2025. Let's get into it.
In this video, I'm going to go over the cost of living in Buenos Aires, Argentina. First, I'm going to go over how things have changed in Buenos Aires. Back in 2023, tourists were flocking to this beautiful cosmopolitan city, but things have changed as a brand new president has come in, and prices have gotten to be double or even triple as much when you're going out to a restaurant or to staying in a luxury hotel. I did a lot of research for this video, and quite a few different websites and newspapers talked about how cheap it was back in 2023. Since 2023, prices have gotten to be a lot more expensive. Now, keep in mind, for North Americans or Europeans, this is quite equivalent to what you're used to back home. It is not as expensive as Chicago or New York, but it is quite expensive for Latin America. Quite a few of the Argentinians can't afford to go out to some of the restaurants that they enjoyed back in 2023. Keeping in mind, the Argentinian peso is at 1,200 pesos to a US dollar. First, I'm going to go over accommodation. Accommodation has drastically changed to what it once was. Right now, we're staying not far from here in an area called Recoleta. It's $50 a night, US dollars. This can range anywhere from up to high 200s all the way down to $30 in areas like San Telmo. Now I'm gonna go over food. So food prices, if you're coming here and you're wanting to go on a budget, you're looking at grocery stores.
So I just looked this up because he was talking about luxury hotels or something like that. So a one bedroom in the city center could cost in between $350 and $600, which is really not bad, obviously compared to the US, or insert Western country here. In a suburban area, $250 to $450. Two bedroom in the city center is $500 to $900. Again, probably less than you're spending, probably half at least, or more than you're spending in the US. So really not bad overall. And consider checking out places to rent that are not on Airbnb, because the price will get jacked up if you do that, or a hotel.
Grocery stores have gotten to be a lot more expensive. A carton of milk is about 1,500 pesos, 1,500 pesos. A dozen eggs is about 1,600 pesos. Now, yes, this doesn't seem as expensive as it is back in North America, where I've seen prices double or even triple that, but we are in Latin America. Now, if you're coming here and you love coffee like I do, there's a lot of great coffee places to go to. Now, if you go to the grocery store and you're looking for a bag, that can range in price in the quality, and we've seen it as high as 45,000 pesos for luxury coffee. That is roughly about $40 to $45 for a bag of coffee. Now, if you're going out for a coffee, it can range anywhere from 3,000 to 4,500 pesos for that cup of coffee. In Palermo, Soho, we went to a restaurant that was a steakhouse, and it was amazing. For two people to dine out, it came with a giant steak, all the fixins, and we had a tiramisu, and it came to a total of $75, and that was with tip. That type of thing in cities like Vancouver, where I'm from, is easily double. But keeping in mind, that was one of the cheaper things on the menu. The prices from there went up and up and up. Some of the steaks were up in the 50,000 or even into the 60 or 70 or 80,000. We got the bare bones, and it was amazing. Now I'm going to get into entertainment. Corrientes Street is very, very well known for a lot of tourists wanting to visit Buenos Aires, and it has theaters and so many things to do in that area. So you're generally speaking, you're looking at about 30,000 pesos for a theater show. If you're looking for a popular band coming to town, that can range from 50,000 to 100,000, depending on who you're going to see. Cinema tickets, if you just want to go to the theater, can range about 12 to 15,000 pesos. And if you're wanting to come here on a budget, there is so many things around the city going on that are free. You can just take in the culture. Right now we're in Parc de Francia with amazing statues behind me and many statues around this area. There's quite a few things to do if you're into exercising outside, which brings me to my next topic, fitness. Fitness packages can range from anywhere between 30,000 pesos to 60,000 pesos for a gym membership, or if you're wanting to do yoga. If you're into free fitness, in El Rosedal, there is an outdoor park, there's a running track, and there's a lot of cycling, a lot of free things to do in the area. I've noticed organized fitness classes, which obviously cost money to go to, but they are scattered all over the park. So there is a range of different types of fitness that you can enjoy. Now it brings me to transportation, because Buenos Aires is a very large city. Everything is very spread out and its buildings as far as the eye can see. So taxis, every taxi that we have taken has been below 10,000 pesos. Ubers are about the same as that as well. So yes, they do have Uber here. Or you can rent bicycles for quite cheap and just cycle all around the city. You can even do it for free if you give back the bike within a 30-minute time limit. Buenos Aires is an international hub for business. And if you're looking to travel outside of Buenos Aires, to go to Mexico, it's about an $800 flight, US dollars. To go to the United States, it's about $1,000. And to go to Europe, it's a little bit more. Now, if you're looking to fly internally in the country, we found a flight for two of us for 180,000 pesos to go from here to Cordoba, which is about an hour flight. Okay, so if you like to shop, I would stick to consignment stores or secondhand. I love buying secondhand or consignment stores, and there are so many in Buenos Aires. If you like to buy things new, you can expect to pay double or even triple. I bought a shirt in Mexico for $50. The Zara here was selling it for $100. An estimate of a cost of living, you will need roughly about $1,000 to $1,500, but I would suggest having more, roughly $2,500 to $3,000 a month to live comfortably in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and let.
And that makes sense, by the way, given what we were talking about with rent. You know, the low end for a one-bedroom apartment being between 350 and 600 USD, because he talked a lot in I think it was Argentinian pesos, I believe, their currency. So that was good that he said that at the end, like how much you could have or make a month to live comfortably. It was really great that he brought that up, because thinking about that rent example, 350 to 600, I mean, that's probably like a fourth or a third of what people are spending on rent alone in the US, let alone, like, you know, groceries and all their other bills, car insurance, car payment, blah, 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 right? So great place to check out. Apparently it's also a really good digital nomad hub, so you can also meet people who are working remotely or started their own business and can sustain living abroad. So keep that in mind as well. But check it out. Check out Living in Latin America's channel and subscribe over here. I'm looking to help more people live a lifestyle by design and not one that was designed for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.